Today we're going to explore the Summer Palace, which is where the emperors used to hang out in summer, as the name suggests. It's supposed to be one of the highlights of Beijing, similar
it's
to...
a massive complex with multiple palaces. We're now in what's called Suzhou Street, which is beautiful waterways behind us. You can take a boat ride here.
There's a massive lake covering 3/4 of the park. There are beautiful hilltop views. So I think we're gonna have a very nice afternoon out here.
Have to be a little bit careful walking around here and filming ourselves, because we have to walk here on very small paths that are right next to the water, so one step in the wrong way.
It's not very deep, so...
No, but I have the camera equipment, so...
Yes, that's why you have it. This is something you would imagine like in a movie. It doesn't look real. It looks nothing at all like what I imagined Beijing to look. I mean, this is not like downtown Beijing, obviously. This is the Summer Palace, but look how romantic it looks, like something out of a Chinese movie. Yeah, we're so gonna fall in. I mean, it's really risky business here. It's
I
a
really
little
didn't
bit
expect this. It looks like...
a Chinese version of Venice.
Yeah, indeed, it looks like a Chinese version of Venice. It's a whole complex with canals and houses and boats, bridges, and wow, so beautiful. And we just entered like 2 minutes ago. So
Yeah.
we only did like 0.05% of the park until now.
That wasn't too bad for the first 10-15 minutes of this visit. Now I'm really curious about the other stuff we're going to see, because I mean, I was just expecting like a big palace, maybe a nice garden here and there, but nothing like that. It was so romantic, so beautiful to see. I love stuff like that. Didn't expect it in a place like this. There's something massive up ahead, not really sure what. I think this is gonna be such a beautiful day. So everywhere you go, there's a lot of tourists / mostly Chinese people. We're just waiting for Chinese people to vacate the premises, take like a picture or pass through onto the actual building. We're now walking up the stairs to get to what do you think is a Summer Palace?
Yeah, there's a Summer Palace and the Temple of Fragrance or something. I don't know exactly. The smelly temple. But the Summer Palace is obviously the main attraction here, so really curious to see it. And
it's gonna be
talking
hard.
and walking up the stairs is difficult.
I mean, for me, I think, and especially carrying the camera and stabilizer and our new microphone, in case you're thinking, oh, this audio sounds unusually crisp.
Yeah.
Yes.
New microphone. Just bought it yesterday.
Took us a day to
Took
get
us
it.
a full day to get it.
Looks like the emperor liked himself a challenge. Why make normal stairs when you can hike up and down rocks to get to your front door? So you may be wondering exactly how I got here. Well, first we took the metro, then we went to the little bit down, and then I took the stairs. It's not really that impressive. Just let's go look for the palace. So this is where we were, the Suzhou Street. Somehow we went this way, now ending up here at our present position. But we're actually starting to doubt if there is like an actual palace or if it's just a complex of smaller structures. We expected, like in St. Petersburg, you have the Summer Palace, just one massive palace, some gardens. You can't really miss it. But here I don't think it's the same way.
Yeah, it's more the complex of all the structures, I think. Maybe I'll just Google it for 1 minute.
Googling in process. As you can see him being very helpful.
So conclusion is, it's not really an actual building that forms a palace, it's a whole complex. There are some buildings that form like the main attractions here, so we're going to look for them. Let's go, 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 go. As it turns out, we're only 20 meters away from this beautiful building. It's the Hall of Dispelling Clouds. This is considered as the main building, one of the most beautiful ones here. And I mean, just look at it.
inside of these buildings usually isn't that impressive. You can't even go inside most of them. You can just look in and there's not really any cool like interior, and there's no lighting, and it's a little bit dark, but the outside more than makes up for it. It's absolutely stunning. But I'm not sure if you want to come here on a rainy day and think, oh, it's a palace, I can be inside all day long. It's more like a park with some very beautiful architecture, but you won't be spending a lot of time inside, but you won't mind because it's so beautiful. Oh, wow. Oh, look at all the cute little boats on the lake. That lake is huge. I didn't expect it to be this big. Wow, that's really nice.
Now that we stand here on top of this pavilion, you can just see the sheer size of the complex. It's so massive. And over there and over there and over there, you see palaces and towers and temples, and wow. Couldn't have imagined it would be so big. I mean, I read online it was big and it could take you easily a full day to explore, but this is just incredible. Behind me is the marble boat. It's also known as the boat of purity and ease. It was constructed in the 18th century by Emperor Qianlong with a marble base. Well, not actually, because it's made out of wood and painted to resemble marble.
So it's not really like a marble boat. It's wood, but does it like float, and can you like...
I don't think it's actually a boat either. I think it's just a pavilion where people just relax and it doesn't really float.
You can't go onto it anymore though.
No.
But it's one of the more famous sites here. I'm not really sure why. I mean, it's interesting, but it's not necessarily super impressive on its own.
Well, it's very interesting. It looks like it's really made out of marble and it floats, and it's very colored. It looks a bit run down, but still looks very impressive. Behind us is Kunming Lake, which is the central lake here in the Summer Palace. It's 2.2 square kilometers, so it's very big. And surprisingly, it's not a natural lake, it was man-made.
By a lot of Chinese workers.
Qianlong Emperor ordered an army, well, it's not really an army, but it would have looked like an army of 100,000 people to excavate the lake behind us. Some sources say it's 10,000, some sources say it's 100,000.
We're going with the more impressive number
We're going
here.
with the 100,000. But it's really cool. It took 15 years to excavate, so you can just imagine how long it would take, how much work it was. It's incredible.
I can imagine it would have taken exactly 15 years.
Yeah, 100,000 people for 15 years.
Yeah, this is massive.
Just digging with their spades. Hey ho, hey
What
ho.
time was it? I mean, like, what era?
11 o'clock. It was excavated between 1750 and 1964.
1964.
And on average, it's only 1.5 meters deep. Luckily for the
Really?
Chinese, otherwise it would have taken them 30 or even 50 years and maybe 500,000 people.
It's so murky. If you would have told me it was 100 meters deep, I would also believe you. It's not really such a clean lake, but it is beautiful in like this setting, and I can imagine that especially when it's like a beautiful summer day, not like smoggy like now, because I mean we've been very unfortunate with the smog here, I think. And the sun comes out and shines on the lake, and you're an emperor and you're chilling in your whatever an emperor uses to chill in some
Marble
sort of
boat.
marble boat. You're chilling in your marble boat on your dirty lake. It's beautiful.
After about 3 hours of exploring this beautiful complex, we have reached the Hall of Longevity and Benevolence. It will sure us a long life after we've been here, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's good. Now we don't have to like eat healthy
No,
or any of
just
that stuff.
Looking at the Hall of Longevity, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
We're now walking towards the East Gate, just a few more minutes, and then we'll exit through the Eastern Gate, which means we've done like the northern part,
A big loop.
ventured a little bit west, and then exited east.
There's
also
more.
a west and a south gate. It's just massive. You can spend days here. I think you can come back easily for 2 or 3 times, but I think we've seen it. I don't want to be knackered again like at the Forbidden City where I was dead.
Yeah, and I mean we hit some really good highlights. We got a good scale of the place. We saw the beautiful park and the lake, and
Yeah, it was so beautiful. So if you're coming to Beijing, we highly recommend coming here.
if you want to see it all, I recommend making a day trip out of it and like bringing a picnic or
Yeah.
having some food here.
Yeah, I can do that.
There are quite a lot of places here that sell food, so
That would be really cool.
yeah, it is. To me, it is up there with like the the Forbidden City in terms of great stuff to see. I didn't expect that. I was like, no, we can skip this. We don't need to do this. But Naick goes, no, I want to see the Summer Palace.
Yeah, I've never seen it before. I had seen the Forbidden City before, so. But no, it's really up there with the Forbidden City. It's maybe a bit less known already than the Forbidden City and the Great Wall, but definitely when you're coming here, come here.
It's beautiful.
And saying that, we've reached the Eastern Gate and we are exiting.
We've reached the exits right there.
I think it's time to say goodbye.
We're going to join this group.
If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and comment down below what are the things you have seen to do in Beijing. What are your favorite things? Also, if you have some good tips for the rest of China, please tell us so, because we're still working on our itinerary. So yeah, I think that's it.
And we
see you in the next one.
Oh, Nini. And also, please subscribe if you want to see more videos of Beijing. We'll be spending a few more days here and then afterwards exploring the rest of China and traveling for a while longer. So see you in the next one. Bye. I am so gonna fall in. And that is why Naick is holding the camera, because he's better with balance.